guys, welcome back. It is Dirty Max LML. Well, today we are messing with the Fass 150 pump. I'm having a problem with it. The fuse keeps blowing. The Fass 150 pump will run for about 60 seconds and then the fuse will blow. So for the 2016 25 and 3500, they're having a problem with the Fass 150 pumps. We diagnosed it. Looks like there is more than 12 psi going to the return, so that's what's blowing the fuse. So what I'm going to have to do is I just took out this ball check valve. This is the spring and ball. That black ball with that spring is what used to I guess gauge how much return flow there is, and right now there's too much. There's more than 12 psi. So this piece over here, that polished aluminum piece, is supposed to restrict the flow a little bit more, which will lower the psi so that my fuse will not blow anymore. So we're going to install this and see how it does. Okay, so obviously you need a Fass 150 pump if you're going to be deleting your truck, because you need more fuel going to the engine. Not only more fuel, but you're also going to need to polish your fuel, which means getting out any water or air bubbles out of the fuel so that when you drive your truck, you're not throwing small tiny little air bubbles into the injectors. The tiny bubbles of air that go into the injectors is what really causes all the damage, that causes all the extra carbon buildup. But so what we're going to do is we're going to take this little metal piece, we're going to shove it in here with the spring. So apparently this is supposed to go inside there. Now the spring is going to go on the outside of the ball. Let's see if I can get this in there. And of course, I can't get it to go in. So, I gotta get this out somehow. Okay, so that was a very, very, very tight fit. That little tiny bullet-shaped piece did not want to go in, so you really got to finesse it. It was a super tight fit. There was a lot of pressure. I was trying to poke on that thing, trying to get it to go in, and it just did not want to go, and then all of a sudden it just slid back, which was very, very strange. Almost felt like it did not want to go in, and it was not going to go in, but for some reason it finally slid back there. So I'm going to give this a decent push, and that seems pretty good. Make sure that there's a little tiny O-ring that was in here and it was already on there. I don't really think you can take it off, but little tiny dark brown O-ring, and that was inside there. So now that we have that on, now we can put this okay, give that a decent. Okay, that's on there pretty good. I don't want to tighten it too tight. I did take this down. You do not need to take that down. I just I was not sure. That bullet fitting did not feel like it was going to go in, so I didn't feel comfortable pushing it in, so I took this off to see what I could see. It did not make a difference, so you do not need to take that piece off. That is now connected. So now I'm going to start the truck and we're going to see what happens. Okay. Do not put a 15 in here. This is actually supposed to be a 10 amp fuse. So please make sure you guys put a 10 amp fuse inside there. All right. We have the 10 amp fuse inside. Okay, now we are going to prime the F-150 pump. Hopefully it will turn on. Okay, the truck has been running for probably about 5 minutes now. And I'm going to check it. Yes, it is still running. So it is still running. Now I need to check to see if this is going to run under load. All right, we are going to try a 0 to 60 run right after this stop sign. So I'm going to turn right. And I'm gonna kind of slow down, hit the brake, and here we go. Wow, that was quick. That was pretty darn quick. So this thing definitely does go a hell of a lot faster with the Fass 150 pump on. As you can see, the MPGs, they're gonna bounce around. I just reset the trip meter, so we're only at 1 mile right now. Okay, so we just ran the Fass 150 pump under load, did some 0 to 60 runs. She did feel a lot peppier. Let's double check and see if the fuse has popped or not. And she's still running, guys. Actually, I can hear it a little bit better now. The Fass 150 pump is working. So hopefully anybody out there that does have the same Chevy or the same problem with the Fass 150 pump, I was able to help you out, because it seems like the location, which is there's 2 tubes going in. The top tube is the fuel going to the motor. The lower tube is the fuel going to the return. So the return line, the bottom one, is the one that has the spring and used to be the ball valve, but now it is that bullet head. So the spring and the bullet goes in the bottom tube, which is the return line. So it's really not that tough. I'm really stoked right now because the fuse has not blown. Before, it didn't, like I said, it didn't last any more than 60 seconds and it would just blow. So she's still running strong, and we'll find out after a couple days if she's see how she's doing. All right, so the install was successful. I have started the truck up, put load on the fuel system, 0 to 60, ran it quite a few times already, and played the stereo. I wasn't sure if the subwoofer, I don't know, with electronics you never know what can be kind of tied in, so I kind of just turned on everything, used everything. Like I said, turned on the stereo, blared the subwoofer, the JBL was sounding good, and the Fass 150 pump is still working. So hopefully I was able to help one of you guys out there. I couldn't find really anything on the internet as far as the ball check valve, the spring and ball, or now the spring and bullet. Couldn't really find anything on the internet, so hopefully now you know the location, and it's really not that hard. Just got to disconnect it. You don't even have to crimp any lines because it's the return line. Very, very easy install. For me, it seemed a little bit intimidating until you just got to dive right in and get it done. It cost me all of $32. I was hoping Fass was gonna just send it to me, because obviously there's a problem with these things. If you look on the forums, there's a lot of people talking about the same problem. There is a fix from Fass. It's just going to cost you $32 and a little bit of elbow grease. If you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to see more videos like this, subscribe to the channel. Thanks, guys. I'm out.